Hey guys, really giving an update on my Z900RS Cafe 2020 version. Um, it's got around 3,600 miles on it. Awesome bike. Gonna highlight really what I really like about the bike and some things that's not so great. It rides like brand new, no issues even after 3,600 miles. No mechanical issues, just really an oil change every year. That's the only maintenance I've done on this, and I do it myself, so really nothing else to do. It rides like brand new, no issues. You got to obviously do other maintenance like clean the chain and all that, but don't need to take it to the workshop. um, I'll just walk around the bike. As you can see, it's the Cafe. It's not for everyone because it does have a little bit of a different seating position. It's a little bit aggressive, and but it does goes through the corners really well, much better than the regular version, because I did have the regular Z900RS prior to this, which I liked as well, so I had no issues. But I think this actually does handle the corners much better. Just one thing to note, the tires. I think the tires are kind of getting worn out, so maybe it'll last around 4,000 miles, but I think that's expected on a stock tire. You're not going to get too much out of it. I haven't done any real aftermarket parts on this bike. I like it the way it is. The only thing I would complain about is probably the shocks. I wish if the shocks were a little bit better, but I gotta say it actually is not bad at all. But if you're going fast, I have seen folks actually upgrading the shocks, but you don't have to do it. It really goes pretty well. Let me start up the bike so you guys can actually hear it. It does actually give a really nice rumble when you go fast. So when you're riding it on a highway, or if you just give the throttle, it does have that really nice rumble in the background. So that's one of the reasons I don't want to change the stock exhaust. I think it's actually really good when you ride it. It's not the greatest when you're just idling it. Couple of things to note about this bike. When you start up the bike, you got to give it some time before you start riding it. It does revs really high when you start up, but then it kind of, the RPM kind of comes down, and definitely want to wait until it comes down before you start riding it. So for anyone that's thinking about the Z900RS, make a choice between the Cafe and the regular. And go for it. And to be honest, you can get these things secondhand for really cheap. The brand new one would probably cost you 14,000, but you can get a used one for half that. Unfortunately, I don't think these bikes hold that much of resale value, but that's good for other riders, who wants to check it out and enjoy the bike. It's plenty powerful. It can really go 100 miles, 120 miles, just like that. No issues on highway. The Cafe is awesome on highway compared to the regular version because of that fairing. It really helps. It's awesome. The only complaint about the Cafe is the back. You're sitting kind of pretty aggressive on the Cafe, so it does bother your back for some folks. But otherwise, that fairing really helps. You can go pretty fast. It's a great bike. I recommend it, and I'm very satisfied, happy owner after 3,600 miles. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care.